Hi everyone, welcome back. Today we're going to be talking again about the classics of philosophy and literature and the lessons that they can hold for entrepreneurs and business leaders. Today we're going to tackle a very famous author and also a very, in my view, widely misunderstood author, Friedrich Nietzsche. And now Nietzsche has a number of books. The book that we'll be talking about today is Thus Spoke Zarathustra. Very complex, opaque, difficult to access work. Definitely would not make anybody's easy reading list. Now, Nietzsche has a tremendous array of ideas and concepts. Probably hundreds of books have been written about him, maybe even thousands of scholarly articles. So today we're going to just take one idea of his and a relatively, I want to say a smaller idea, but one idea that he offers in Thus Spoke Zarathustra, and also some of his other books discuss this concept as well and explore it in some detail. And that concept is called self-overcoming. One of Nietzsche's quotes was, man is a problem to be overcome. What are you doing to overcome him? Okay, and man in this context is being used, as I understand it, and some translators may disagree with me on this, but in a gender-neutral fashion. So what are you doing to overcome yourself? What are you doing to improve? Now, is self-improvement self-overcoming? The answer is partially yes, but they are different. Let me give you an example to illustrate. Self-improvement is part, but a much smaller part of self-overcoming. Self-overcoming is much more transformative. Let me give you some examples. Let's say you're perennially a late person. You have a hard time getting to meetings on time, or appointments, this and that. And let's say you read a self-improvement book or self-help article on this topic, and you make some significant improvements. So you're late much less of the time. Is that self-overcoming or self-improvement? It's self-improvement. It's not really self-overcoming because it isn't an entire transformation. More of a self-overcoming would be a transformation where, like, due to various other things in your life or other changes that have happened to you or you've made, that you're pretty much never late again. That is self-overcoming. You are overcoming your old self, problems, things like that. And you are going forward in a very different mode. So that is what is self-overcoming. So how do you apply this as a business owner and a business leader? Well, what are you doing to transform yourself? Is the answer nothing? Perhaps you're doing limited small improvements here or there, and maybe you're too afraid of the work or the risk to do total self-transformation. But I think if you're not looking at how to overcome yourself and radically improve yourself, I think you have to ask some very difficult questions as to the why. Why are you afraid of self-overcoming and transformation? And that leads to a lot of uncomfortable conversations that you may have to have with yourself on that. What are you afraid of? Are you afraid of the work? Are you afraid you won't be successful? What's kind of going on there. But despite the work and the difficulty, and it will be a lot of very difficult work to engage in self-overcoming, i.e. self-transformation, I think you should think about, as a business leader or entrepreneur, of where you could go as a person, an entrepreneur, a business leader, if you were able to overcome your current limitations, your current problems, and effectuate significant, if not radical, change in yourself, and change for the better. And it should be noted, the process of self-overcoming is not that it's some sort of idealism like you've overcame and you've arrived. Nietzsche in his work, just to make this point very clear, in actually many of his works, and Thus Spoke Zarathustra and other places, is a continuous process. One never arrives. One is always self-overcoming, engaging in transformation. So if you're not doing that, ask yourself why. And ask yourself where you could be if you, as a business owner, as a leader, as a person, if you did earnestly engage in the process of self-transformation. So the takeaway here for you as a business leader or owner is, what are you doing to transform yourself? What are you doing to overcome yourself? And if the answer is nothing, you should explore that as well and have some honest and difficult dialogue with yourself. Anyway, I hope you've gotten something out of this and maybe lead to some probing questions that you'll ask yourself. Please follow us, leave comments below. Look forward to hearing from you. Thank you.